Well, hello there, my fellow miners and crafters. Good times. Scar here, bringing you another super awesome Minecraft episode. And in today's episode, we release Scarland for download. That's right, Scarland is now officially available for download. You can find the link in the description, and you can download it, explore the world, and hopefully get inspired to create super awesome survival-based builds in your own world. And if you're as excited as I am to finally have Scarland available for download, definitely hit that like button, and I cannot wait for you guys to explore the world. Now, I know some people won't be able to because they're on a mobile device or they play on console. So what I've done is I've created this 360 Minecraft tour of Scarland. So what you can do is take your mouse and drag it around the screen, and you can see the world in your own perspective. So you're getting a full 360 tour of Scarland. Now, if you're on a mobile device, you can put your finger on the screen, drag it around, and look wherever you want. Now we're at a render distance of over 50, so we can really get a good idea of where all the different builds are in Scarland, so you can have that experience of walking through Scarland. Also, it is also in 4K. So the video is in 4K, so try to get it as high as resolution as you can, depending on your internet connection, so that you can get a good quality, because notorious 360 videos are poor quality. So the videos are wrapped around, so they're kind of distorted, and it can pull the quality down quite a bit. So rendering it in 4K should help that quite a bit. It did take a week to create and over 200 to 300 gigabytes of video files, but I think it was well worth it. It nearly killed my computer, but I've got it back up and running again. So we are flying high above Scarland, and we are looking at the original area of Scarland down below. This was created way back in 2011, where we built the original house out in the distance now, and of course the Nether Castle, which we're cruising over right now. And the original house actually burnt down twice, and so this area has had some time, definitely some history throughout. Now, as we say goodbye to the Nether Castle, we can see the Desert Cube out in the distance. It's kind of a fun kind of recreation place where you can go. There's hot tubs, and there's the hotel, and the museum, and all sorts of beautiful details throughout there. And I hope at this point you guys are enjoying the 360 tour. Now, if you are going through the world right now, let me know where you're going to go first. You know, if you have it getting it downloaded and you're thinking, I'm going to go to the Desert Cube first, or I'm going to go to the Scarland roller coaster, let me know. And if you get there, definitely take a screenshot and send it to me on Twitter. I'd love to see where you guys want to go and get a sense of, you know, what project in the world you're excited to see for yourself. And as you can see, we're crossing into the Desert Cube, built way back in the summer of 2011. And you can see there's the Scarland Museum out in the distance, and one of my houses to the right-hand side. And now we're moving in over the greenhouse fields. The greenhouse fields were built in the old days when the mechanics of mobs could stomp out crops, so I wanted to contain them within a greenhouse. That was, once again, still way back in 2011. Things have changed a little bit since then, but we still like them. We've come back and even added some additional details to them. And of course, now we're moving into a very special project to me, and that is the tree farm and mother tree. The tree farm here can find all of the original Minecraft woods, and of course there are new woods that we still need to add eventually. And then within the tree here you can find bedrooms, bathrooms, living rooms, and even swimming pools. And of course down below you'll find all the storage areas for all the different woods, trees, saplings, and leaves, all in there. It's a special project to me, and I love it. We built that in 2012. As we say goodbye to it, we're going to move into our first kind of realistic style home. We wanted to create a tutorial based on a house that had a more realistic sense. So we started this house at very early of 2013. It was based off an old Christmas decoration, and we just let our imagination go wild. We adjusted the terrain, we built greenhouses and horse stables and all sorts of beautiful details around this particular house. And it was our first tutorial based house, which is kind of special. And you can see our modern pool down at the bottom there. And it's actually the first video that I ever had that suppressed over 1 million views, which was kind of cool. And now once we say goodbye to that house, we move on to our next build, and that is the Scarland fishing cabin. We wanted to create a house that was kind of out there a little ways, where we could kind of have more of a vacation sense. We also, this is still a work in progress, but that's Mount Scar to our right hand side. And as you can see, all the beautiful terraforming and all of the little trails and fishing docks, and there's even a fishing boat out in the distance there. But let's get a little bit closer look at the interior here of the house. And before we do that, we can see the cove and all the little terraforming details and archways we've built in the Indiana Jones style rope bridge that brings us here. And now we can cross into the house now with the magic of the roleplay mod. We can head inside and see the bedrooms and the kitchens and all sorts of beautiful details. The fishing prep room here with the maps, and then we can come out here where we can barbecue and lounge on our deck with our beautiful modern pool out in the distance. Now that house is designed to be more of a kind of a modern mountain style. Now if there was if somebody gave me the choice, Scar, what build in Minecraft would you like to see in the real world? If you could have one build, this is the build I would choose. But what would you choose? Which build in Scarland would you choose to have built in the real world that you could enjoy? I'd choose the fishing cabin, and I want to hear what you have to say in the comments. Now down below you can see the beautiful suspension bridge that takes us from the Scarland house to the roller coaster project. And as you can see, it goes into a tunnel and then into the actual station there, where you get onto a roller coaster car and go on adventure. So this adventure of the roller coaster will take you to the underseas, where you might meet a sea monster, there's sunken ships, and then emerge from the undersea area and then go on an adventure into dwarven underground mines and all sorts of other cool things. And then around the area you can see the survival base. So that's where we have, our place where we sleep, the place where we can gather wood, snowballs, wool, food, and of course the Scarland mines are there now. But yeah, this was a project that took over a year, this entire Scarland project here, the Scarland roller coaster here. We just finished this in 2015. So we're now in 2016, and we have an immense possibilities for new things. As you can see, new terrain out there. And it's very exciting to kind of think of what we could do next. What's next for Scarland and all the fun things we have planned. Now, one part you might notice is this, how the track is all built within the terrain there. So it has a nice organic feel. And going into the station, this is where you get off of the ride. And then to our left side here, we have a souvenir shop. And then we're moving into the lobby. And then moving from the lobby to our switchbacks, we have our chicken exit, and of course maintenance bays, and this is where you get on the ride and head off on your adventure. And then you can see more of the beautiful terraforming, all the custom trees and the custom rivers. And that river is actually named Ross River after the Bob Ross, the awesome Bob Ross painter. And yeah, so guys, I cannot thank you enough for coming with me for all these years on this immense, exciting adventure we've had creating this beautiful world. And I can't thank you enough for all the support, and I hope you enjoyed the video and of course enjoy exploring the world. And yeah, so if you've enjoyed the video, a like rating would be much appreciated. And until next time, this has been Good Times with Scar, and we'll see you later.